Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing good. Sorry for yesterday, if I may say. We had some weird technical difficulties. Unfortunately, we had technical difficulties, thus we didn't trade. And just 1 second, taking a look at something. So, welcome, everybody. We're back online, we're back live and trading today. Hopefully, we'll see, because we had a very, very weird week in terms of starting yesterday. Technical difficulties on my end. Here in the Kopangan Island, there's a massive party that is going on for 5 days already. And my side of the island where I'm residing literally has not enough electricity. And the generators in the office are just popping on and off because there's not enough electricity, because all the musicians and bands and the party people are taking over the place. So, however silly that sounds, I got really messed up yesterday emotionally in a way, because I struggled to start this stream, then I struggled to log into the server to start trading, then I struggled because there was a traffic jam to get home, and it was just nasty emotionally in the way of what I prefer to do when I sit in front of the charts, because when I sit in front of the charts, it involves a lot of prep work. I evaluate a lot before I start the stream, even because I want to understand what are the markets showing us, what I'm willing to see, and whatnot. Usually first half an hour of the stream is something that I thought of throughout the day, because I'm literally looking at the market throughout the whole day and I'm judging it. And the first 15-20 minutes of the analysis that I give every single day in front of you guys is usually about the market and my expectations that happen throughout the day, not live in terms of doing it in front of you. But just 1 second, I'm gonna do something. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to set up my monitor here. Here we go. So yeah, and it happens unexpectedly in a way, and you can't really prep for life happening before you go in front of the chart. But yesterday life happened, and I got burned because Friday we closed the losing day, and yesterday I got burned because I shouldn't have traded, and I traded, and I literally made like half an hour rant video for you guys today already, that I hope I'm gonna be able to post after this stream or maybe early tomorrow morning. So it's gonna be a rant about yesterday, but basically it's not just gonna be a rant. Yes, I'm gonna let go a few emotions in that video for 2-3 minutes, whatever, but I'm gonna go over risk management, and I'm gonna go over expectations coming into the market, and I'm gonna go over capital preservation and all that good stuff, right? So I hope you guys are gonna be interested, and yeah, pretty much it in terms of what happened yesterday. So we're kind of starting with a funded account from zero again. We went into a big drawdown, lost 2% on the account. On my personal account and the alerts chat, if you guys are following, we're 1% down. But on a good note is that, let me just take a look real quick. Alerts, we're 3.5% up on the month still, which is awesome. But yeah, I hope you guys are gonna find this insightful. I'm just gonna let the markets run for next 10 minutes, and we're gonna start with dollar index as we do always. So stay tuned. Just 1 second, okay? And we're back. Sorry about that. I just grabbed the charger to charge my old ass phone, but it's alright. So we're gonna start just like we always do with dollar index. So we're gonna take a look at what is happening throughout yesterday, throughout today. Very honestly, I'm not happy at all with what I see in the markets. I was hoping for something different, but we have to deal with what we get. And very honestly with you guys, I think this is a top, and I would love this to be a top because this drawn liquidity is just way too juicy. If we get escalated, all the highs in terms of February and March at monthly for value gap will be expected, but I'm not too interested. I'm not too keen on price to deliver there. So yeah, let's see. Dollar index. We're not gonna try to trade forex today, so I'm just gonna really quickly note through it. Weekly high taken, 1 hour for value gap holding in the price. We can work with that, and I think we're getting a break of structure on 1 minute. No, we don't. Okay, so yo, Thomas. Hey, how are you? Hope you're good. We're not getting a break of structure just yet, so we're gonna see. We're gonna evaluate. Okay, and just checking one more thing. If we're fully live, I just want to hear myself talk, and I can hear myself talk, so it looks like we're good, right? Euro USD. I was attempting to go long from this fair value gap here, getting inverted. Got stopped out at break even, so we ran this through. We didn't take any partials, and we got stopped out on this candle. I think 520, something like that, on break even today. This inversion, I didn't consider it, and right now, yes, we have a breaker. Yes, we have a fair value gap, but I can't judge this, and I think I won't until Thursday. And looking at the same stuff on GU, we're in a very similar situation, but we were trading above that 1 hour fair value gap, and I think the price is already in the premium. Yeah, it is. So March 4th lows are still in place. Keep an eye on that, okay? But let's go into what we gathered here for. Let me just fix up the charts. 7 minutes to go until the opening. So let's see. So we have ES, we have NQ. Let me just prep the charts fully. And globally, let's do ES and let's split the screen. NQ on this chart, and let's go full screen, right? So, I was looking at 15 minutes chart and then that breaker block a little bit today. Didn't enter any shorts, but I was playing around with Nasdaq that I'm gonna be able to show you around later. But my interest was this drawn liquidity in terms of previous day, and the only thing that I'm gonna note on this hourly chart is this 1 hour fair value gap, right? Because there's something interesting happening on 15 minutes, so I'm gonna show you around, okay? But keep a note that this 1 hour fair value gap is kind of getting broken to the upside, so we're gonna see if the market's opening up will draw it any lower. It will be very interesting to see. So this previous day low taken on both, so we're in sync. Structure is in sync, nothing special. So let's go into 15 minutes. And 15 minutes is something very beautiful on 15 minutes on ES. I think this was the trade of the day, this swing overall, right? Knowing that, my expectations will be very low. Not only knowing that, but knowing the fact that FOMC is coming tomorrow. And let's see how we treat this fair value gap if we bounce lower from it. But what I want to see happening on InQ is I like this breaker block here, just like we had it on ES. Not an order block, breaker block. Here we go. I like this, and I like this paired together with this 15 minutes fair value gap. So we're gonna see how we treat it. Do we just accumulate here for the rest of the day? Totally possible. Is this a potential short? For me at least, no, because we're not trading in a premium just yet. But I'm gonna watch this, right? I love this term, watch this. So we're gonna take a look, okay? But I think this is possibly the only move for today that we're gonna try to look if we can play with. Otherwise, no buy stops resting above unless you consider this swing high. So let's put a note on that. What else can we work with? Breaker block here, holding the price to the downside. That is cool. So I'm gonna note this 5-minute fair value gap. We'll see if we work with it at all or not. And new day opening gap, holding in the price. This is the current new day opening gap. We're trading above new week opening gap. Both charts are totally in sync on that. And literally right here, we're being offered a buy on this session on the kill zone, right? Which is cool. But we'll see. We'll see if this is something we can work with. And I have the entry right here. Right, so I'm putting a note on that. And we're gonna start digging into 1-minute chart already. Just take a look real quick. Swing low. Do we have anything juicy? Not really. So yes, we'll stay here for a little bit. And Q. This is very clean, so I'll keep an eye on that. Otherwise, let's see. I would be interested in going short today, but I need this breaker block to be touched, right? So we'll see if we trade into the upper side of this 15-minute fair value gap. This is 5 minutes here. 1 minute to go, and then we're gonna start playing the game, right? Fun stuff. That in terms of the dealing range, can we get an optimal trade entry? Possibly. So that breaker block is at an optimal trade entry. Okay. So I'm interested in this being a short. I'm saying it out loud already, so we'll see. We just have to evaluate, right? Find a nice break of structure and act on it. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If this fair value gap opens up, it's a short for me right away. I like this. Yes, we can draw higher from here. I totally understand that, but I'm gonna look at a possible short from here. If a fair value gap opens up. If not, then it's not, right? It's fine. This is what it is. We're gonna look for an entry later down the line then. But so we see that fair value gap, right? We do. Now we just have to see if we're gonna come back into it. Ay, ay, ay. Nothing to my liking just yet. Drawn liquidity is below the market price, so that I love the fact that it's going lower here, but we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. This not getting pinged is gonna be annoying, but it is what it is, I guess, right? Not much you can do about it. It can easily, if SMT starts showing up, it can easily shoot through it. So just be careful. But this is going to be my first trade of the day. This sell limit. We got tagged, which is awesome. About 20 points. Top out, yeah, 12 points even better. I'm totally fine with this not panning out though, right? Going into this breaker block deeper into that 15 minutes fair value gap is totally understandable. So we just have to let this play out. SMT, yeah, sure, but we don't have any inversions to play it with just yet. So we have to see whether we stay in here or not, right? Keep that to your notes. This is why I love trading indices though. Index futures, not indices. On forex, this would just have been hit. You would be out of the trade and you would be just fucking annoyed. But I very much like trading index futures here because it's so much better in terms of precision, in terms of you not being taken away from the positions, you know? Oh yeah. So what do we have? We're $400 up. I'm just gonna look at the 5-minute chart. Do we do the full-on trade? Let's put it down so far and we're just gonna count it as we always do. And we count till what? All we learned at school is to count till 3, right? So we're gonna count till 3. If the break of structure happens in terms of 3 bearish PD arrays getting broken, we're gonna get out of this, but so far so good. I'd love this fair value gap to open up. I would just indicate bearishness even more. We could move the stop loss to break even. Guys, do you know if we have any news upcoming today though, still? If anybody knows, let's put it in the chat, would be great. Haven't checked today at all. My bad. But I should have. I would love this to open up. But let me check my calendar. Today, nothing on Forex Factory. Nothing on. Nope, no news. It was some before, yeah. Thank you, Thomas. So yeah, we have this fair value gap opening up. I love that fact. ES, we will not touch it. We rarely touch ES actually, right? So we just want the price to continue lower. We're gonna see how we treat this new week opening gap. We might close the position out here. If we don't, we don't. But yeah. So basically very simple setup. We're expecting bearish prices to pan out because we want this 15-minute fair value gap to hold the price to the downside. We enter as soon as the markets open up and leave this fair value gap. We enter with a sell limit. Draw on liquidity is this new week opening gap. We have a buy limit set even lower, so we're going to evaluate how this goes. But so far so good. Everything is panning out nicely. We're what, $1,000 up already, which is awesome. I'm happy with that, and the markets are just opening up. We have still a lot of ways to go, which I'm very much appreciative of. So if you have this open, you should be looking at partials already. So ideally you would have 3 contracts to play with here, meaning that you would be taking off a partial here in this 5-minute inversion fair value gap, or at least with this sell side resting below. So let me note that sell side resting below, hit, not yet, almost hit, right? So first partial would go off here. Second partial, you want something to be taken off this new week opening gap, and full on trade at 18006.5 as draw on liquidity, right? And right now I'm just monitoring. I'm happy to take this off anytime, but I'm just doing this for monitoring purposes now. Also taken, which is awesome. Let's see how we treat the new week opening gap now. Pushing through, which is good. We want to see that, and I want to close in next, probably this or next candle below the new week opening gap. If we don't, I'm just canceling this order. This will be good enough for me. I want to see speed. Literally, I'm not here to waste any time in a way. I just want the market to draw onto my target, and we're gonna be good enough. So, what do we have? 0.5% trade right away, banked into the books. Let me check. 101,640. Yeah, $1,500. Sorry, not 1,500. 900 bucks. 1,000. Yeah, $1,500 banked today. We're still trading on that challenge account, so we're back at where we were last week. But this is what high probability market conditions look like. Very lovely trade. Let me show the executions. We usually can find a setup like this when higher time frame aligns. So looking at NQ, we had a objective of this 15 minutes fair value gap holding in the price, breaker block, and we literally just played with one 15-minute candle, and we're probably gonna continue drawing lower, but I'm literally done for the day and I'm not interested to see anything else. So knowing that, let's see what the rest of the opening range gives us, because these 12 minutes were all we needed, and we're gonna continue reading the price together with you guys. Okay. Otherwise, let me know, guys, if there's anything you want me to cover, anything you want me to go through. Happy to do that. Let's check what forex is doing though. Forex. Nothing interesting. Nothing just interesting just yet. Very nice. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. Hope you caught this. It's not YouTube 22 per se, because you would love buy side, more buy side accumulated, maybe, right? But you just trust the process. You have an optimal trade entry. You go with that. You expect low resistance liquidity run, meaning that you want speed, and as soon as the market starts consolidating, you just get out, because you know that today is not something that is gonna bring. In terms of good price action, you know that FOMC is nearby as well, so you want to get out of this as soon as you can and let it rip without you. Maybe almost made 50k account. Happy for him, man. Good stuff. Sorry about this, just had to fix a few things. So Thomas, good job. I asked you not to trade today, but you did trade, so I hope you learned something. Listen, but this position like this, very simply, position is very valid. Optimal trade entry from 15 minutes for valid gap, drawn liquidity, everything is valid. A thing for your notes here is that because of the market conditions that are not favorable. Now, dude, it's fine. I'm very happy you took this because this was a very good trade. The only thing that you have to keep in mind is that you have to, you have to understand the market conditions because of FOMC tomorrow, because how choppy the markets were the last few days. We're not expecting much. So what you have to expect is market delivering for you as soon as it can, right? And literally that's what we did. First candle that went against us, I literally closed the position. Yes, it might draw it full on to the sell side resting below, but I'm not interested in that. I want to get in, get out, because there's nothing else for me to do in a market like this, right? So just for your notes in a way. Thomas, instead of texting you, I'm just gonna say it out loud as well. You remember I texted in Discord today that majority of the trades that I have on my losing streak are very easy to recover. And this is exactly what we get. I literally recovered every single loss I had the last, what, 3 trading, almost 4 trading days in one position like this. So you just have to trust the process. You just gotta let it allow you to enter, you know? So hey Tiger, how are you today? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good and what's new as well? Have you started learning from what was the website? Babypips? Babypips.com? Are you the best customer of theirs already? Let me know. Hope you're doing good. No. Hope you are doing good. Doing great, not much news to go into school. I've read a little. Good, man. What did you figure? Question number 1, right? What did you figure? Second, anything we can help you with? Happy to answer questions, because just maybe if you're just passing by, I already entered a trade, a very quick one. What's up with me? Thanks for asking, man. So I've been struggling, man. There's gonna be a video either today or tomorrow. I made a very big rant in terms of what I'm struggling with because I've been losing for the last 3 days in a row. So since Thursday last week, right? Thursday wasn't that good. Friday was a losing day. Yesterday was a losing day. Yesterday was even more frustrating because I had issues here with the internet. There's not enough electricity in the area I am at right now. Life is hitting me, right? In a way. Not in a bad way, but in terms of I want to be calm and I want to come in prepared to the trading day itself, to the session that I want to execute on. But life didn't allow me to, so I've been struggling. I've been losing this morning also. Well, literally made a small post about that. Those 5 losses in a row is nothing because I'm managing my risk very well, as well as those 5 losses are nothing because I know that the system I have, let's say, developed works, and I just trusted it today, and literally I made everything that I lost in the last 5 trades. In the last 3 days, basically, I made everything that I lost in the last 3 days in 12 minutes. So, a good day, let's say, a good day. Let me know if there's anything we can help you with from Baby Pips. Please do. So, one more fair value gap being created. We have an order block as well in here. So let's see if it reacts in terms of pushing the market to the upside. But I'm still gonna give those 5 minutes for the range to form. We probably created the high and the low of the range though. We just have to wait the last 5 minutes though. So let's allow the market to run a little bit longer. Glad to hear you're well again. Yeah, we are, man. We are. And I don't have any questions, about the website. Okay, awesome, man. I'm just happy that you're coming back. To be fair, like I'm doing this in a way because of 2 reasons, right? In terms of streaming, Discord, I'm doing it because I'll just want to teach people, and there's a lot of my friends in there. You probably already noticed we sometimes chat in Lithuanian and everything, right? But I'm doing this in terms of YouTube because of 2 reasons. One, because I want to stay responsible, and I think it very much helps me to stay responsible to myself as well while executing in front of you guys. But second thing is just a very nice playground to share and to talk and to answer questions as well, right? So yeah, it's fun stuff. And you coming back means a lot as well. I very much appreciate it. It probably means I'm doing something well, right? So yeah, this push to the upside is very much expected. So order block 0950 for value gap as well. So in front of you guys, I shouldn't, so I won't. I won't open any more trades here in front of you guys, right? Simply why? Because I've been on a losing streak for the last 3 trading days, and I just made it back. So we're at break even, right? Not interested in taking any more risk, but I'm still gonna trade on the signals account, right? So I kind of talked in the rant that I made today. Third time I'm mentioning the rant, right? So I hope I'm hyping you up on the video itself. But literally, I talked that with the set of rules that I have, I can't allow myself to risk anymore. So I'm taking myself away from trading on the rest of the accounts, and I'm just gonna execute on the signals account and on the challenge account. So both signals and challenge account is back to break even after just one position, which is very good. But I won't trade the other accounts because the risk is just not worth it just yet. So yeah, but we'll see what we get today. This fair value gap being broken to the side, that downside, totally reasonable, but we still have to evaluate. So let's go through the chart one more time, maybe. Starting with dollar again, all right? Because half an hour passed, 10 o'clock, silver bullet hour is coming in. Do we expect this to hold? Kind of do. Do I want this to hold? That would allow the market to push lower, which I'm happy with. Euro USD though. So watch this 1 hour fair value gap, right? So if you take a look at, is this an optimal trade entry? Kinda. I can't say that it is because we just took out the weekly lows. We have an 50% of order block here at 08309, I think from a daily or 4 hours, I can't remember. This is a 4 hour fair value gap. That is the next draw on liquidity if we continue lower. But so watch this. This is a very important lever. But we're very low below midnight open, so I wouldn't be too interested. I wouldn't be too interested in going short. And yeah, so indices one more time. And we're gonna look for that silver bullet, right? We wanted this 1 hour fair value gap to hold in the price that we got. Exactly the same is happening on NQ, and the brilliant part is that the expectation of this being an optimal trade entry right here worked out as well, which is awesome. And what do we have to put to our notes right now is this 15-minute fair value gap resting above the market price, right? Sell side is still resting below 18,00625, which is awesome. We can work with that. What do we have? 15 minutes on ES. The only thing holding the price in is this 1 hour fair value gap now. So 15 minutes got broken to the upside, but we'll see. So ES honestly, I'm not interested in ES. Like, this is just annoying in a way. But it's 5 minutes pushing to the upside, short entry. So let's see what we get offered here on the 5 minutes. And if we get it inverted in next 3, right? Why? Because then we will have a possible inversion, which would be great. So let's take a note of that, because we're gonna look for a possible buy entry with this inversion, with this SMT, not inversion, right? So we have an SMT between Nasdaq and the ES. Nasdaq created a lower low when ES didn't, right? Very, very simple here. Yes, we're gonna leave it aside. I'm just gonna minimize it even more. I'm just gonna track it for SMT purposes, and that's it. Triple bottom though here. Keep that in mind. I'm just gonna circle it for myself. Triple bottom right here. Now, what do we have? 2 more minutes to see if we close above this 5-minute inversion, and we have a value gap that is bullish, holding the price in with an order block resting right here, right? So if you're tape reading the price, these are the levels you should have on your chart, right? So sell side taken, SMT, low of the range, new week opening gap, right? Put that on your chart for sure. 1 minute fair value gap with an order block, and now we're looking if we're gonna invert this 5-minute fair value gap. If we do, buy side rests above here. I'm not interested in going long here though. No, thank you. Thomas, I hope you don't open this neither. I know you want it, but yeah. I know you do, I know you do. Oh, 100 left. Did you make another 100? You just had 200 left, no? Where did you get another 100 from? A 100 left. Good work, man. Good work. I told you, right? When we started working together in terms of me kind of helping you out and teaching and yada yada, right? I told you right away that you guys are probably gonna be better than me in terms of gains, right? Because you're coming in with your own knowledge already, and I'm just adding on top of it, you know, which is just great. Because you are doing on paper, you are doing better than I am, because your results are better this one than mine, right? And results is all that matters, you know. So we got this inversion, right? I'm though not entering. I'm not interested in a way, because I literally took massive trade already. Possible optimal entry for a continuation to the downside as well. This might just stay in there. We both have to note this, but at the same time, we have to understand that the liquidity was taken. This is a wick from the fair value gap, right? So an optimal trade entry from here is totally possible. Like that. Golden level. Would be awesome not to close it in fully. Right? 20 handles. I'm not entering this. I'm just gonna supervise it in a way. Oi. Right. 50k challenge done. What the fuck, man? That is good. Congrats. Congrats, man. This is awesome. I'm happy. I'm happy that you got it. So, congrats, man. Good work. One day, right? Holy shit. This is good. This is good, man. I'm not in this, so. Why just watching? Because a few things. One thing is that I don't trust this being a short because we have liquidity resting above. So usually the market goes two ways. It usually goes for liquidity resting above or below the current market price, or it goes to fair value gaps, boxes like this. This is a 15-minute fair value gap from higher time frame. This is 1 minute fair value, right? Second thing, because of that, I don't trust this being a short because there's a draw on liquidity probably here, right? We just have to keep that in mind. Even though my bias is for the price to continue lower, second reason why I'm not entering is because I got a very big trade done already. And the goal right now was for me just to go back to break even. I was losing for the last 3 days since Thursday late night through Friday, yesterday, Monday. I lost a trade this morning, so I had 5 losses in a row. It wasn't much because I managed the risk very, very well. I only lost 1.25%, something like that in total. And I literally made 1.5% today. So I'm not even at break even, I'm above break even for the last 3 days, right? I not only made back those losses, but I profited right now as well, right? So very, very simple, because I did my goal, which was to come back to the equity high, to bring back the balance up. I've done that, and I'm not interested in risking anymore today. It's just long term, my job is to be profitable, right? And if I can preserve my capital, it just, I take that over risking more and maybe profiting. There's always that maybe. Wouldn't you just take lower then? You can, for sure you can, but at the same time, so like an entry here, right? How high can the market go? It can go actually up until here, right? So you're literally putting 1 to 2 risk reward, and this 34 points range for a stop loss is massive. This 34 points is 1.5% risk. When I enter a trade, I want to risk like 0.25, 0.5%, right? And this entry is literally a risk of 1.5%, which is just too much for me, right? Because it's not sustainable for me to risk 1.5% on a day like today, right? So, yeah. Hope this explains it. And another reason is that on this account, the lowest I can do is just 1 contract. And with 1 contract, the stop loss here is just 1.5%, so I can't enter it. And I can't place the stop loss at a random level as well, because then it just increases the probability of it being hit, right? And just poofed, market hits it and continues lower, just like it is right now, right? But it could have gone here, it could have gone here, it could have gone here, could have done this just like it did it. It could have even stopped even lower than it stopped, right? This is panning out nicely, very nicely. But the risk was just too high. Oh, I can't enter that. And very honestly, I won't enter any trades here. I only gonna enter the trades on the Signal account that is not in front of you. It is on this monitor next to me. So yeah, I'm still gonna look up for a position, but this risk to reward was just a little bit too high for me. Couldn't enter it with free will, whatever you say, right? So yeah, we're still gonna stay here for 45, maybe 60 minutes. Continue watching. 5-minute inversion, kind of panning out, kind of keyword. But if we continue higher above this, we could consider it as a break of structure, actually. And if we consider that as a break of structure, draw on liquidity is resting above these highs that we noted a little while ago. Let me draw that out for you. Otherwise, Tiger, one more thing why I'm not entering a second trade today is because my expectations are very low. Tomorrow we have a very big economic news calendar event tomorrow at late at night. And tomorrow we will not trade because the risk is just gonna be too heavy, right? Because the markets will be like right? So knowing that, I want to get in, get out, and just not get involved in a way, right? This is why I'm not entering this short as well, because I know that there's nothing good happening in front of us. Even though we got a position, we covered it very nicely. The risk is very elevated, right? For today and for tomorrow. So So keep this to your notes. If we start breaking above this swing high, drawn liquidity switches, right? But so far, we're trading at the equilibrium of the range. And this is what actually is my expectation as well. I kind of said upon starting the session, what is it, 1 hour ago, at like 9:15 or so, that we're gonna try to get in and get out as soon as we can. We did that because, in my opinion, the markets are just gonna consolidate, preparing for tomorrow. And yeah, we're kind of starting to get that. Look how. So remember, I said that markets are usually trading into draws on liquidity. Draw on liquidity here, draw on liquidity here, and then fair value gaps. Fair value gap, fair value gap. Right? A bit nasty, but 2 draws on liquidity. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? And we're just right in the middle of it for the last 15 minutes. That's something we can't play with. Yeah. Tiger, I'm from Lithuania. I'm from Vilnius actually, but right now I'm spending my time in Thailand. So yeah, I've been in Thailand now for a month, and I'm actually leaving Thailand this weekend. I'm going to Indonesia. I'm visiting Bali next, so I'm gonna spend a month in Bali starting this weekend. So this is my last week in Thailand, in Kopangan, and I'm gonna be spreading my wings into Bali again. I spent my winter last year in Bali actually, which was amazing. So we're just gonna come back to it this weekend. Yeah, fun stuff. Traveling alone? No, with my girlfriend. So yeah, this is the 4th winter we spent abroad in a row, because in Lithuania, the guys that are Lithuanian will confirm it. Weather during winter gets a little bit sad, to put it nicely. Very gray, it's very cloudy, it's very wet and cold. So it's a bit sad to be in there, so my situation allows me to do it, so I tend to leave the country for winter time. And I come back for Easter, or after Easter a little bit, so yeah. Where are you from, though? Let us know. Interested to know. Which part of the world are you joining in? Lithuania as well. This is awesome. This is cool. Tiger. Holy. At least Domas puts on his real name. So this will be fun, because when I'm back in Lithuania, it's my real name, Tiger from Lithuania. Sir, please explain yourself. How can you have a name Tiger and be in Lithuania? Like, what is that? You're not Lithuanian then, probably, are you? If you lie. Anyhow, it's all good. We're gonna try to do something fun in Lithuania once I'm back. So I'm coming back in late April, and for month of May we're gonna try to set up an office where we can make a trading floor out of it. It will be awesome. The goal will be just to have a space where we can come in, trade together, share ideas, execute together, maybe live stream like this, but with 15 people behind my back doing the same, that would be fun. That would be awesome. So yeah. Sounds fun. Yeah, it is, man. It is. Everybody is gonna be invited, so yeah. Yeah, Thomas is actually the one who offered this idea. I think so. Yeah, it was my dream for a while, but he kind of said, "Let's actually do it." So I was like, "Sure, sure, sure." You know, yeah, fun stuff. Um, um, um. We're probably gonna just continue to draw lower. There's nothing holding the price back in a way. There's no order blocks, no fair value gaps, no thing that we have in our notes is this new week opening gap. How did you find us, Tiger, though? Just out of interest. That's good feedback to know. How did you find us? I'm very much expecting the market to, like, let's say, gas out like this. This is totally expected. Just like I talked in the very first minutes of the stream, this is very much expected. Yeah. We'll see, we'll see. I'm gonna wait till 11 for the macro to kick in again. We'll see if that opens up the market a little bit. Dude, this is awesome. I'm very surprised to find out. Yeah, there's actually, so I've been doing this for what, 4 years now, full time, full on. But there's quite a big community of Lithuanians trading and engaging the markets and so on. But I don't want to judge people at all. But a lot of them are alerts and make money and grow your account quickly first instead of teaching people. But so I'm doing a lot of prep work every single day to prepare a course and prepare material, and I'm reviewing ICT videos as well, right, on this education channel on Discord. So I'm working constantly to prep the material, but I want this to be education first. I want everybody that joins in to find value in terms of learning something. And I strive while as I teach. I've been teaching for a while now. I've been teaching in my previous job even, which was not trading related, but regarding trading, I'm very happy to share as well. I really strive in that. I'm not sure if I'm good at it, right? That is something that I can always improve, but I'm very, very happy to share my knowledge. So I'm education first, let's say, and I want you guys joining in to learn. So we're gonna try to achieve that, right? Tough part about this is that forex is something that you have to spend a lot of time learning on your own, making mistakes on your own, going charts on your own, testing strategies on your own, just working with yourself a lot on your own, right? So that's the difficult part for everybody, I think. But the beautiful part is that if we stick together, we're gonna be able to learn from each other, which is also speed up the process a lot, because once we really start digging in, and we're gonna start probably even next week, if not then first week of April. I'm literally gonna be able to teach you everything that I know in about 8 to 12 weeks. That is quick, trust me. There'll be shitloads of information, but if you just work with it, go through it every day, you won't have to spend shitloads of time. You're gonna have to spend like maximum 1 hour, 2 hours per day if you want to do it in an 8 to 12 weeks period, right? But the more time you spend, it won't influence it that much, because you have to sleep through that information. You have to really, how to say, put that information into your head. But I'm gonna be able to teach you guys everything that I know in 2 to 3 months, and then it's gonna be the part of where we have to start working very hard in terms of implementing it. Implementation is the toughest part, because implementation is work with yourself a lot. And you're gonna have to learn about yourself. You're gonna have to learn how you behave a lot as well, because you're gonna be put into situations that you've never been to. So, yeah, it's fun. It's fun though. It's a skill set that you acquire and you never ever lose. So it's something that you can have for a lifetime. Awesome, which is great. Yeah. I'm just quickly glancing over dollar index. Might be a low. Is short term. Well, let's see what we have here. 1 hour for value gap, if it holds in the price or not until 11. Still half an hour to go, which is a long time. So I think we're gonna draw into 18,006. Can't be certain of that just yet, but that's my thought process. Markets are falling out of sync, and it's closer to 11. I like that. I like that. That's something we can work with. Hmm. So what's good? Let's see. I think we're just gonna have to trust this 15-minute. Delivering to the downside. Creating more and more SMTs though, so market is kind of falling apart. Which is fine. I don't mind that. But makes it a little bit harder to navigate it. Do you see another SMT here in terms of NQ creating a lower low? Yes, failed to do that. Okay. Let's see if that pushes the market to the upside at all. And the issue now is that, so for me to execute, right, I have to be certain in terms of what we're getting offered, right? And there's no certainty for me right now because I can give feedback to both ideas, going long and short from me. Long, SMT, 1 minute fair value gap. If we trade above it, close above it, we go long, attacking buy side resting above. Yes, though, this 1 hour fair value gap holding in the price to the downside. Easy as well in a way, you know. So it's a little bit hard to judge, but I'm gonna evaluate this. So SMT with a possible entry, because we just closed below this 1 hour, 1 minute fair value gap. Watch this closely, right? So let's see where we at. We want to close above this as well. That would allow for a possible entry. 20 handle stop loss. Basically, if this closes above, you're entering a trade. 20 handle stop loss right here, right there. Take profit above the current market price. Will be great to close above this. It didn't. But yeah, so entry was on this candle. 1034. Why? SMT. This fair value gap being broken. You enter on the next candle right away. Model is SMT into 1 minute inverted fair value gap, just like that, right? So you would be holding a position from here to buy side resting above. Thomas, is that a second account that you're gonna get funded? Probably. This is good, man. This is good. I like it. Love it. The partial should be taken off here. The initial buy stops resting above. Partial. Right? Does the stop loss go to break even? I wouldn't, because we're way too close. I wouldn't put stop loss to break even just yet. I would love to see another push to the upside. But you have to take something off right here, right there. Already. What is it? 17 handles? That's more than enough. This is more than enough, guys. Man. You're funny, man. That's good. That's good. I love that. You know, not for me. What you're doing is not for me. Is yeah, it's just not. But I'm not judging it. I love the fact that you're pushing it so hard. It's awesome, man. It's very nice to see. I would love to see a close above 1036. So if we close 1036, stop loss can go to break even. No close above it, so stop loss still the same level. You just can't go to break even just yet. Need a push. Holy shit, you're in a trade, man. Shit. This is good. This is good. Here we go. If we close above this, stop loss goes to break even. And then you have to watch what ES does, right? Another partial comes off here. Need a push. You little. We could even consider a position like this, right? So watch this now. Now, Thomas, this goes to you, but just without you as well. But yes, took buy stops resting above market opening. We're far away from that on NQ just yet, right? So you very much have to consider it whether you treat it as a six sister in terms of NQ following this and catching up, or is this an SMT and we continue lower, right? So partial has to be taken. You can't be full risk, and basically this is the break of structure. You don't want the price going any lower than this, and the stop loss is breaking even as well. So yeah, and if we close below this, you're closing the position manually. You don't want to put stop loss right here because a wick could just push it through, but you want to monitor this manually now. And if it closes below that 1 minute for value gap, you just concede, which is more than 30 handles already, whatever this is. This is, okay, not 30, 25 handles. This is more than enough. More than enough. Because what you have to understand is market breaking below this is an inversion again. SMT, ES took a higher high, NQ failed, inversion, SMT, let's go lower now, you know? Let's go back and forth, which sometimes is fun when the market allows you to do it. But consider what we have today and consider what we had yesterday. Yesterday, the market also kind of allowed us to go back and forth, but just killed every single idea we had. Today, it's exactly the same, yet the market is a little bit nicer, right? But you have to pick your own days in a way. So another partial comes off. If I would be in this position, I would be taking about 80% of the position off now. 50% comes off here, another 60% of that 50. So in total, about 80% of the position should be taken off. And you're literally risk-free. You don't want anything below this. So stop loss goes to kind of, we can put it 180875. And then you just let it rip. How's your trade doing, Thomas? How's your trade? Let's go, let's go. Just make sure that you're risk-free, you know? Almost there, right? Yeah, but days like this is the fun part of the trading, right? Not because you're taking winners and everything, but it's fun because you can read the price, right? And there's nothing better than reading the price itself. Almost. Let's go, let's go. We'll probably get there. Question though, Thomas. Now, for real. 2 trades that we both took, right? In a way, would you have taken them on your own? Question number 1. Would you have taken them on your own? Question number 2. I'll ask it after you answer the first. But there's another question. It's almost like gambling. It's I would very much disagree with that. You know why? Because with gambling, you don't have a certain grip of the outcome itself. Example, Liverpool, Manchester United this weekend. I didn't watch the game, so don't spoil it for me. I know they played. I'm gonna watch it tonight because I'm free this evening. You bet on Liverpool 2-1, Manchester United, whatever. You're literally gambling because the outcome of that game, you don't influence it. You're trusting something else delivering. Goal, a score, what a result, right? This is trading. Trading is not gambling because you're involved in it yourself. Every single position you take, 50-50. If 50-50 in terms of winner or loser. But if you're managing that risk properly, just like I'm managing it in front of you guys, you're here to win in a way. And you're not gambling because you trust the process, you have a system, and you can read the market. And reading the market is keyword here Because you being able to read the market is literally you being able to predict the future. And I'm talking seriously about this. This is not gambling. This is a skill set that you have for a lifetime. You know? Can't argue with the Akinator. What's an Akinator? First one is a go, but second trade, no. Entries for me. Okay. First one, okay. Domus, though. Why I'm asking it. So, think of what you want to learn in terms of being able to do this on your own. Akinator Achkarika-sam, right? Oh, I'll give you a story. Let me finish the Domus, right? Domus, very simply, think of for your nose, right? What do you need to be able to do this constantly on your own? Because, yes, this is not YouTube 2022, so I'm not expecting this to take it, you know? I'm not expecting you to do that. But this is a setup which is, we're gonna learn it later. But YouTube 2022 happened here, you know? But you have to, you see how quickly you have to act. There's no time for waiting. There's no time for, will I enter? Will I not? You just have to be quick and you have to execute. So just for your notes, not to answer right now, for your notes, put it down and try to think about it from time to time. What can you do to be able to execute it more frequently in terms of doing it solely on your own, you know? Because I'm not gonna be here every single day, which makes it tough. Tiger, though. Story time. I used to live in Iceland for a while, and I remember I got back to Lithuania in 2019, I think, something like that. Good, Thomas, good. So I got back to Lithuania in 2019 or something, and I come to the office, new employment. I'm kind of taking a leadership position. We're supposed to open up a new company for a very big aviation business, yada yada. And I meet the colleagues, and with one of them, we go out for a smoke, for a cigarette. And he looks at me and he says, "Fucking hate Achkarikai. Nekenčiu Achkariku," he said in Lithuanian, right? And I was like, the fuck are you talking about? And I look at him, and he's also wearing glasses, so we became very, very good friends since then. You know? Akinator, Achkarikas. That's funny, though. That's funny. Although, guys, very honestly, this was an awesome day so far. I hope you learned. I hope you found this insightful. I'm gonna stay here for another 10 minutes, but I'm gonna start to cool off a little bit, okay? Oh my god. Akinator, yeah, it's a fun story, but yeah, the real story of mine. What did you mean by Akinator? Because there's a word in Lithuania, akinuotis, so I thought maybe Domas thought as well that maybe you're using that. Akinator. Oh, this is funny. Should I Google the description for Akinator? I hope we don't show any porn or anything like that. Akinator video game. Developed by French company Elegant. Looks like an Aladdin or something. Hacker can read your mind just like magic. Man, this is what we do. This is what we do, but we read the price, and this is the best thing that I can teach you that. I can teach you how to read price. I can teach you how to know why this is gonna go up, why this is gonna go down, and yada yada. And then it's just playing around with it, figuring out what is a good risk reward, how you feel with taking that risk, and yada yada. Akinator. Holy shit. I would concede the trade though. Right here, right there. Holy shit, I thought my computer gave up on me. It didn't. But I would concede the trade now. There's nothing of my interest to hold this anymore. I just posted it into Discord, so guys that are not joining, that are lazy to join us, can see that too. That guy who called me an Akinator at work is actually in Discord. It would be fun if he would join in, man. Oh my god. I'm gonna say that and I'm gonna send it to him. That this will be funny. This will be awesome. But listen guys, I hope you found this exciteful. I hope you had fun. I did. I always do, but I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna chill out a little bit, log a few things, work for one more hour, and it's bedtime for me. So I wish you a happy rest of the day. Tomorrow we're taking a day off in terms of trading. We're gonna do a Q&A on Discord, so don't forget about that. I'm here to help you learn, so please pass by. Same time, just on Discord, so we can talk to each other, get to know each other, which is even better.